Okay, folks, I have questions. I have a lot of questions, like big questions. Remember when Meghan publicly announced she had to drop everything, including her recent Limonada podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, to concentrate fully on As Ever business because she couldn't deal with more than just that? Well, As Ever is or was tethered to Netflix. And we know what just happened. Netflix officially dropped Meghan, and Harry decided not to renew their multi-million-dollar deal. So what does this mean? As Ever is toast too? Or will Meghan somehow pull off an independent comeback? Let's dive into this chaos. Hello everyone, I'm Star Chairs, and in this channel, we analyze videos and articles through the lens of PR. Now, Meghan publicly stated that the reason she could only produce one season of her Limonada podcast, the one everyone seemed to forget after two episodes in, was because she needed to fully concentrate on As Ever. And here's where things get murky for me, because Meghan was so proud of this partnership that she kept yelling and screaming off the rooftops to news articles, a podcast. And seriously, you'd think Netflix was her soulmate rather than her business partner. I still have a very, very hard time with the business partner idea. But still, now what is it? Because the deal is dead, but allegedly As Ever was her lifeline. So here is the million-dollar question, or perhaps in this case, the lack of million-dollar question. If Netflix pulled the plug on their partnership, does this mean As Ever is dead in the water too? Or what is happening with that? Are they going to release As Ever once the contract no longer exists? Now, because I don't know everything in this world, I had to do some digging, and here's the thing. Usually, business deals like this have clauses that protect the intellectual property rights, meaning As Ever might still technically belong to Meghan even after the Netflix breakup. However, the bigger problem here isn't just rights, it's the perception. When the biggest partner says thanks, but no thanks, investors, collaborators, and the general public tend to get a little skittish without the Netflix stamp of approval. Meghan could face an uphill battle convincing people to buy into her luxury brand again. And let's face it, Meghan hasn't exactly knocked it out of the park with her branding skills lately. Mismanagement, overpriced white labeled products, inconsistent messaging have all plagued her business efforts. Okay, so let's move on and kind of shift a little bit, moving on to our favorite red-headed royal, Harry. The Duke of Sussex did hit a home run with his book, Spare, selling millions of copies despite it essentially being an emotional therapy session we didn't sign up for. But guess what? Penguin Random House quietly let their broader deal with Harry fizzle out back in January. That's what was reported. No fireworks, no announcement, just like a slow fade into the background. But, and I'll show you the article, Harry himself admitted he cut Spare in half, leaving out juicy bits about his father and brother. According to the Daily Mail, he hinted that there's enough for another book. All right, before we move forward to the article I was talking about, check out this article from January 31st, 2024. Meghan and Harry, when they blatantly went to Jamaica on a premiere, could they be pushing a Paramount deal? I mean, they did go for the Jamaican, what was it? It was like Marley. Yeah, Bob Marley. They did this, so they could be in talks. I mean, they have somebody. Obviously, they wouldn't have gone to Jamaica if they didn't have somebody that was pulling them in. And here it says, with their reported $80 million Netflix deal drawing close in 2025, the only two projects under the belt, the Sussexes, have sparked rumors a contract with rival Paramount Pictures is in the pipeline. So this could be where Meghan and Harry are probably not sweating it too much, because getting a contract for them is easier than it would be for you and I. But they should be sweating it, because if they do get a Paramount Picture contract, that means they have to work. They have to give us something good, because Netflix was a template. They already showed us what works and what doesn't work. And what works is a Harry and Meghan, which was practically like a reality show, just a little bit more formal. So we continue down. I mean, they did all of this. Awful dress, but still. Okay, it is understood the desperate couple had been flown out by the media giant. Okay, so they definitely have some talk with them. So we'll see what happens after this. Because if their Netflix deal is done, this could be their next venture. And they probably cannot say anything yet until it's closed. All right, so this is the article I was talking to you about. It's back in January 13th. Where it says there's enough for another book. Prince Harry says he cut his memoir in half and stripped out details about his father and brother, as he claims he has long-term aid to fix the monarchy, insisting it's about trying to save them from themselves. So I'm like, oh brother, really, Harry? And now they won't even allow you in the palace. That's hilarious. Let's see what it says. Prince Harry has revealed he has enough material to publish a second memoir and cut almost half of the material he'd written in the first draft. The Duke of Sussex told the Telegraph he chose to leave out several bombshells because he was concerned his father and brother would not ever forgive him. Well, that's true, and it's not happening now, so what is he going to do now that he has no money? The first draft was different. It was 800 pages, and now it's down to 400 pages. It could have been 2 books, put it that way. And the hard bit was taking things out. There are some things that have happened, especially between me and my brother, and to some extent between me and my father, that I just don't want the world to know because I don't think they would ever forgive me. There's a lot of things Harry told us in Spare that we don't want to know, and he still told us. We can't forgive him for that. And then Harry said he knew that including any details about intimate moments with his family would attract backlash, but ultimately decided he could not truthfully tell his story without them. Yeah, I was about to say there was a lot of intimate stories and moments there. What is he talking about? There are details he knew would cross the line. These memories were shared with ghostwriter only for context and did not make the final cut. The Sussexes are said to have signed a 4-book deal worth up to $16 million, which is $20 million US, with the publishing giant Penguin Random House. This was in January, so I wonder if this will still hold. This deal right here could actually save them. Like if they can still get their Penguin Random House deal, and then Meghan come out with a book, and then Harry come out with the second book, which, I mean, we don't want it, but we're going to read it. But we'll see what happens because they're going to have to do something. A hope that he and Meghan can connect with his family, even if they don't particularly like his decision to share his truth. Oh my goodness, it's not happening, brother. Like, it's not happening. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that's juicy in here. Okay, this is relevant. Elsewhere in the interview, Harry said he feels it is his life's mission to save the monarchy and the people within it. Save them from what? He's so vague about it. Okay, let's just get back to the show now. Is anyone else terrified yet excited at the same time, or is it just me? Harry claims he wants to save the monarchy from themselves, but let's be real, another book means another payday. And right now, the payday is exactly what these two desperately need. So from a PR and business perspective, what options do Meghan and Harry have left? Because at the end of the day, we all need money, right? We all need to survive. And the Netflix breakup doesn't just mean a loss of income. It's significant loss of credibility and perceived value in the marketplace. Can they really recover? I mean, of course they can, but will it be easy for them? Absolutely not. Honestly, if these two could just set aside their ego for a minute and actually learn from their endless PR disasters, they might, just might, dig themselves out of this mess. But right now, they remind me more of teenagers stubbornly quoting motivational memes instead of facing reality. And knowing Meghan and Harry's history of PR and strategy, we're probably in for a bumpy ride. I do have some ideas though. Some of you might not like it, but I think they could recover if option 1, I'm telling you guys, this is far-fetched. Harry publishes Spare 2, The Revenge, another explosive memoir filled with even more dirty laundry. Sure, it will further alienate his family, but Hey, alienation pays the bills. And at this point, I mean, is Harry and Meghan doing anything else? That's the only thing they're good at. Option 2. Meghan writes a divorce royalty. And this one is by far my favorite because it would be like a journey to back to myself, centering type thing. A tell-all self-help divorce guide that no one asked for, but everyone will be secretly analyzing and reading it. Now, finally, we got option 3, which is they finally embrace reality TV. Imagine Keeping Up with the Duchesses, a glorious blend of Kardashian meets Windsor Timu drama, cameras capturing their daily chaos, Netflix regrets, and maybe even some behind-the-scenes footage of them brainstorming their next failed business venture. I mean, those are the 3 options. I would say option 2 would be best because I believe she's eventually going to write a divorce book. Why not do it now? I mean, they need the money. All right, guys. That is all for today. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I love reading your comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.